thank you so much for joining me for Friday Night Live, or should I say Friday Night Not So Live. My name is Sharon Rogers and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine, and every Friday at 7:30 I like to come to you with a live video, but sometimes life gets in the way. Tonight I'm at a benefit fundraiser for an anti-sex trafficking organization that is local to me, and so I pre-recorded this video. I'm going to be putting together some of the items in the April Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now, if you don't know what Paper Pumpkin is, it is an all-inclusive kit that comes to your door every month. Well, it depends on the subscription you have, I suppose. And it's got everything that you need to create, usually 8 or 9 cards. Sometimes they're treat holders, sometimes they're a variety of things. But it is goodness in a box. You don't have to think about anything, just look at the instructions. There's even an instructional video if you'd prefer to watch video. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put together. Let's check it out. All right, well, here is what we have now. This little set of dies is an add-on, and Stampin' Up! Has recently started a new program where they create a set of dies. It's just these dies, so there's the word thanks, a nice hexagonal label, and butterfly, both an outline and a detail. And the dies that they set up for you to add on coordinate with 3 months worth of Paper Pumpkin. So this set of dies will work with the April, May, and June Paper Pumpkin kits. Again, these are additional and they just coordinate because you're going to be getting a set of stamps in your Paper Pumpkin kit. And this one has a butterfly. Next month, I don't know what it'll have, but these stamps you can use long after you've created these projects. So also in your Paper Pumpkin kit, you're going to get a Stampin' Spot. This one happens to be basic gray. Now, because I have all the Stampin' Up! Colors, I tend not to use the spot. I will save this and I can give these away, or I use them at my classes when I might be using basic gray at a couple of different stations. And I instead use my full-size pad. So I'm gonna pull that out right now. And then here is our kit for this month. And let's go ahead and open it up here. I'm gonna take my scissors. And you can see on one side, it will show you what the projects are. So pretty butterflies. It's called Delicate Wings. And on the back, it shows you what you get. This talks about the add-on dies. And then you can see a little QR code. You can scan that with your phone, with the photos section of your phone, and it'll pop up a link that you can click on to watch a video. And then there's another QR code you can shop this add-on kit. It tells you what you get in the kit, but on the inside, it shows you how to complete the cards in the kit. Now, to get started, by the way, they will include this little piece if you want to put this in one of our clear stamp cases. You can purchase clear stamp cases and you can make your own little inserts so that you know what the stamps look like. Then a lot of times, if you're going to do all the cards at once, go ahead and sort out your pieces. So I might punch all these things out so that I have them ready to go. Let's speed this up. Okay, so I've got everything kind of scattered around here. I'm trying to keep some of it on camera, but I know I can't keep all of it on camera. So let's, sorry, I keep moving the camera a little bit. So card number 1 says you need one of these metal foil sheets. Looks like I need one of these butterfly sheets. And let's see, I'm going to be using this beautiful basic gray with the gold foil embossed butterflies on the back. And then it's telling me, and it's going to be hard for you to see it here, but there are some of these hexagonal little shapes on the back. So they've put little hexagon shapes on the back of this piece. And then on the back of the butterfly, they're putting tear and tape, which is also included in your kit. Everything is included that you need. You might need scissors on some kits. I don't think you need it on this kit. So we're going to put dimensionals on the back. And again, like everything else, dimensionals are included. They were right here a second ago. Oh, here they are. They're white. They're hard to see against other white things. And it says to put 3 on each side. So I'm going to do that because I'm a rule follower. Now, a lot of times what I will do is I will do 1 card of each of the ones they say, and then I'll try to do something a little bit different. Now, on this particular card, they pop these wings up a little bit, and then you can get a little bit of lift from them. And you're going to adhere that down here by putting this tear and tape. Again, for those of you who may have difficulty seeing some of the instructions on the paper or understanding them, there is a video. You can just click on that QR code and you can watch it, and they have a sped up version of the video. All right, so here we have, and this is such pretty gold foil. It's so lovely. And the sentiment is in gold foil as well. I probably should have put that on before I put these dimensionals on. I wasn't stamping, so it didn't really matter. I'm going to take my little card base here, and I'm going to put this right on here. Oh, this is so beautiful. And this sentiment says, I'm always here for you. This would have made a beautiful wedding card too, I think. But what an encouraging thing to get these wings separating just a little bit, so it really adds some texture and some movement to this card. And that was it to put that card together. Pretty easy peasy. Let's try card number 2. By the way, on this inside flap here, it tells you all the pieces that you need for each card. So for instance, for card 2, I'm going to need the speckled card base, and that's over here. I'm going to need these, and I'm going to need these gold foil speckled, and I think this is the new basic beige color, which is fantastic. And I'm going to need these big butterflies here that are kind of pretty. And it looks like I need the other ones as well. Can't pick them up, but there they are. It says I need the sentiment that says everything will be okay. So I'll get my stamp out and I'll find that one. Everything will be okay. And so when you get your first paper pumpkin, it will come with a clear block. And it's different than our regular blocks. It's thinner, but it fits, all the stamps on the paper pumpkin will fit on this particular block that it comes with. And you can use this over and over for the future paper pumpkins because only the first one comes with block. Now the Stampin' kits, that's a different story. They all come with blocks, with a block. Okay, here we go. And it says we need the block and we need the ink pad and we need the tear and tape. All right, so now we'll go to the instructions for card number 2. And it says you're going to take your ink and ink up that sentiment and stamp it on this little arrow piece. So remember, I'm not using my spot, but if I were to open my spot, I would take my scissors and just drag it along here and on the other side as well. So it's between the lip of the bottom and the top of the case. And that will break the seal and you can get that ink open. But I'm going to use my ink pad because I have it. I'm just going to stamp right through there. Everything will be okay. Oh, I love the fonts on this. That mixed font is so pretty. All right, what do my directions say now? It says take your card base. All right, and then it says you're gonna take this piece right here and you're gonna put the tear and tape. You're gonna put a little bit right here. Now again, if you have your own adhesive that you want to use, you certainly can do that and save the tear and tape for maybe some other projects. What I love about tear and tape is, first of all, the glue, even though the glue is less than 3 ounces, I probably wouldn't take it on the plane. Plus, it's a little bit messier. But the tear and tape is so easy. You don't need scissors to cut it. All right, it says go right there. And then it says you need a little piece of tear and tape on this guy. And I put it right where they tell me to, because they usually have a reason for putting it where they say. So for instance, this one says, just put it here. And then on the big one, it says you're going to put it down here. And that's because the butterflies are somewhat overlapping each other, and that will tell you what you want to do. So now it says step 3, take your card and you're going to put on these pieces. Oop, I forgot my piece of tear and tape right here. Gotta put that one on. Oops. And this is gonna go right up at the top of my card. And then this one, I should have my take your pick tool to pull this off, although it's coming off very easily with just my fingers. All right, I took the backing off, and now I'm going to put this one, I'm going to align this at the bottom here. All right, so there we have that. And now we're going to put the butterflies on. So it looks like this flying sideways butterfly was put down first. So we're gonna do that right here. Okay. And then the big butterfly kind of comes in. And so he kind of does something like this. And it's only this part that's down, so we can kind of bend this to give him a little bit of movement. And then this last guy is the last one to go down. And again, we're gonna just sort of put him right there, and you can kind of bend his wings up a little bit so there's a little bit more depth there. And so there is a nice card to write a note in. Now I didn't show you, I showed you in the fast version of the video, but the envelopes have a nice gold foil butterfly on the flap. So those are really beautiful and coordinate perfectly. All right, we're on to our third card. All right, I'm gonna take just a quick time out to talk about how you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin for those of you who don't. And for those of you who do, you do need to be aware that there is a slight price increase going to be effective May 1st for those of you with the prepaid subscriptions. So, how do you get Paper Pumpkin? Well, you can get this goodness shipped to you automatically, so it's an automatic subscription if you do the monthly subscription plan. That is $25, which includes shipping. And it's automatic. They will just bill your credit or debit card every month in advance and then send you this box of goodness around the 12th of the month. Now, you can pause it at any time, and it's very simple to do. The second way you can get Paper Pumpkin is by a prepaid subscription plan. You can buy prepaid subscriptions in the amount of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. So this is a great way to try it out, especially the 1 month and the 3 month subscription plans. And I would say you don't want to really do the 1 month only because some months are a little bit better than others. They've all been fantastic for the last at least 6 to 12 months. Paper Pumpkin has really stepped up their game. But again, sometimes you like to try it before you really commit. And you can do that. Now, the advantage of doing the 6 month and the 12-month prepaid subscriptions is that they end up being cheaper than the month-to-month, the automatic one that I talked about a little bit earlier. So if you get the 6 month prepaid subscriptions, that ends up saving you $5 over the course of the 6 months. If you purchase the 12-month prepaid subscription, that will save you $20 over the course of the year. But either one works, either one gets you this goodness. But if you want to save money, even if it's just a little bit of money, 50 cents a box, then do this. Purchase your prepaid subscriptions before the price increase on May 1st. So if you even purchase a 6 month subscription, even though the price goes up May 1st, you're still going to be paying the current price, which is 50 cents cheaper per box. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to crafting fun. Okay, for number 3, we need all 5 of these little butterflies. We need the surrounding you with love sentiment. Surrounding you with love sentiment. And remember, as a tip, to mount photopolymer stamps, especially long skinny ones, lay them down with the flat side, the sticky side up, and then put it to it. Otherwise, you could, when you're placing it on here, you could be kind of warping it and making it not straight anymore, which sometimes is intentional. But let's go ahead and do this. So it says we need one of these. We need this card base. We need 3 of the dimensionals, which are those hollow 6-sided figures here. And then we need 3 of these, and these dark pieces these dark circles are glue dots, which are also included. All right, so if we go to the directions, first thing we're going to do is we're going to ink up that surrounding you with love, and we are going to stamp it onto the label. with our basic gray ink. There we go. And we're going to clean this because we need to stamp something else. It was also showing that we need to stamp the butterfly onto this layer that we have here. So let's put this back, and then we'll get out the big butterfly that's in the stamp set. What a pretty stamp set, and what beautiful sayings. You know, one of the reasons why I like paper pumpkin a lot is because it is a great way to amass a lot of different sayings. Oftentimes, I will pull out my paper pumpkin kit basket, which I'll show you in just a second. It says that this is how I want to stamp it. I'll pull that out and find some sentiments that I wouldn't necessarily find anywhere else. And they have all sorts of different fonts, so I love them for that reason. All right, looks like our stamping is done. So now step 2 says you're going to put the dimensionals, 3 of them, on the back of this label, and then you're going to put dimensionals on the back of here as well. And they give you plenty of dimensionals. Now, if you like this set, unfortunately, it is too late to get this one. You can't subscribe to this one because the deadline for that was April 10th. The deadline for the next one is May 10th. So I guess we're gonna put this on right now. All right, and we can put this on right now, and then it's just a matter of putting a bunch of other butterflies on. Now, I will say that there is one way that you can sometimes get past kits, but you have to be a subscriber, and that kind of subscriber can be prepaid or month to month, doesn't matter. As long as you are a Paper Pumpkin user, you can buy past kits. So some of you saw that lavender kit that I was using a while back, and I got a lot of those refills for my retreat because it's a great deal, and I'm a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Now, I will say the glue dots are great. However, they can be a little tricky to get off. So you can either use your take your pick tool, because then they come off very easily. Oops, got a little crash hair on that one. Let's see if I can get it off. I glued it down now. Butterfly, cat hair, same thing, right? I'm gonna have to cut this off. Crash, you're messing me up here. Coming into my craft room, hanging out at all times. And for some of these smaller ones, they say kind of go kitty corner if you have to. All right, and then you just pull these off, and you're going to place them down. You can bend the wings a little bit to give them a little fluttery look. You kind of work them up a little bit. Oh, that's the one with the cat hair on it. Give it a little trim. I think that worked. Put this one maybe in another spot. Let's see, put this one down here. Cute, cute, cute. And then this one, let's kind of go up here. They're flying all around. Have you ever been to a butterfly garden? Give me a heart or a thumbs up if you've ever been to a butterfly garden. I've been once. I like butterflies, especially the pretty colorful ones like monarchs. Or how about those black and bright blue ones? Those are pretty cool too. Those might be moths though. I'm not quite sure on what the difference is. But there is another one, surrounding you with love. So just so pretty. Now, if you wanted, you could have taken maybe a butterfly or two, or, you know, you could stamp a butterfly on the inside, and that would work as well. Maybe even get out one of these colors, like this is Lost Lagoon. This looks like mauve, Moody Mauve. You could stamp your butterfly that you stamped here inside with a color as well. So lots of options. All right, let me bring in my 3 different cards that we made tonight. All very pretty, very elegant, very calm, and perfect for someone who may be struggling with something. So that is this week, and I can't wait to see what next month's is. Again, if you want to subscribe for next month's Paper Pumpkin, you must do so by May 10th. However, you want to really do it before May 1st so that you can go ahead and take advantage of the lower price. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed seeing these Paper Pumpkin projects. I have to tell you that when I come home after work and I see that Paper Pumpkin box sitting on my stove because my husband brought it in from the mailbox, I just get energized because I know I have some easy crafting that will produce some beautiful cards and other projects. And that just excites me because I don't have to do any work. It's all been done for me. I just have to follow the instructions. Maybe do a little stamping, put a few things together, stick a few things together, and I'm done. I oftentimes won't do it right away. I will save it. For instance, I am going on a plane ride next week. I have a conference to go to, and so I plan on bringing a Paper Pumpkin box or 2 so that I can craft on the plane. Well, I hope you've enjoyed tonight. If you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin, I'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to put some of the ordering links in the description of this video in case you would like to try your own Paper Pumpkin subscriptions. Don't forget, price goes up May 1st, so get on that quickly. Have a great weekend, everyone.